I believe I can soar.
I believe I can soar.
All I gotta do is try.
Yeah.
I believe I can soar.
I believe I can soar.
Spread my wings and I fly.
Put your hands up.
I believe I can soar.
Put your hands up.
All I gotta do is try.
All you gotta do,
I believe I can soar.
just apply yourself.
Spread my wings and I fly.
Apply yourself.
I believe I can soar.
Yeah.
Soar. Soar.
Desire.
Soar.
Skill.
Soar. Soar.
Equal success.
I believe I can soar. Soar.
Yeah. Desire.
Soar. Soar.
Plus skill.
Soar.
Times
Soar.
faith. Equal success.
I believe I can soar.
Hello and welcome to It's Your Time to Soar. If this is your first time tuning in, know that we inspire, motivate, and impact. Here on this podcast, we help listeners and viewers to release excess baggage that is stopping them or preventing them from soaring in marriage, in purpose, in business, as an entrepreneur, a creative, and on their job. And today I have two dynamic young men with me. And I'm not going to do too much introduction of these young men. I'm going to let them speak for themselves.
Good night. My name is Ishaka Motamore.
Good night, Maverick Bulleg.
All right, awesome. Now I have one question for two of you. Are you ready to take flight?
Yeah,
Oh,
always.
All right, awesome. It's not just a brand; it's more of a movement as well. And the name of it is Auvelim.
Yes,
Now, can you tell our listening audience, our viewing audience, because this is going to be on IGTV, Facebook, YouTube, and on the podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you let all the listeners and the viewers know how did this movement, how did this brand get started?
Well, it started that, me, just my right hand man, just my best friend.
Uh-huh.
So, we always had a mindset to say that we want to be more than just average, just saying a worker. We want to be owners, we want to have our own. And what that is like, we used to see like the clothing that we used to wear, it's like, it never was giving us anything back. So it's like
Right.
the money what we were spending on the clothing wasn't like it wasn't giving us nothing, it just was a logo, you know.
Right.
And for us, we wanted to make a brand that came out that not just that went not like itself when you wear it to motivate you, to remind you that all them cells in your body, the
Right.
billions of cells in your body, each of them is a part of that purpose, and that's all you need. That all you need is yourself. And
Right.
so from that, we came up and said, hey, let's start our first business we started together is this right here,
Right.
Auvelim,
Mm-hmm.
our clothing brand.
Right.
Yeah, so to reiterate what he was saying, like the main focus was to be self-reliant, like focusing on self-reliance.
Right.
Like you said, be best friends, and we've been doing this like from high school, grade 7,
Mm-hmm.
and different experiences teach you like I gotta depend on myself instead of have someone else do something you know you're supposed to be doing. And then to go back on what he's saying with the clothing and like the different like Tommy and Ralph and stuff like that.
Right.
It was more so to design something that you want to wear,
Right.
instead of just solely wearing someone else's dream and stuff like that.
Right.
It's like I know I could design my own clothes, or I could wear what I want to wear. So that's what we was focusing on. And to go back on self, like it's not like when I talk to a lot of people, like they think I'm saying like just forget everyone else, but it's like no, focus on you, because everything.
Right. In
When
other
you
words,
read the Bible,
Right.
everything is within you. So
Right.
that's basically what the focus
in other
is
words,
on.
you don't put your dreams on anyone else's back. You
Mhm.
like, in other words, if they're your dreams, there's a reason why you dream that. There's a reason why he dreamed a different dream.
Right.
So what that dream, I feel like for me, I feel like that's from God,
Right.
Heavenly Father. And for that to come, I feel like He already gave you everything you need for Him to make you want that dream that you wanted for. You have a dream, right?
Right.
Your dream different from my dream.
Mhm.
His dream different from me. But you want that dream.
Mhm.
That's bad. And for you, you feel like that's the best dream there is.
Mhm.
There's a reason why you feel that way. And
Right.
for you feeling that way, all is because it's already in you.
Right.
So you can't put that on someone else because it never worked, because it was always meant for you to bring to life.
Right.
That was your purpose, that was your task.
Right.
So that's why we say like
You got people to help you accomplish what you see.
exactly.
Right.
It's not you telling him to do what you see, because you see it. Like,
Right.
I can't see exactly
Right.
what
Right.
you see.
Right.
Now, I understand what you're saying. In other words, what you're saying is that you know God has placed in each one of us, each one of us talents and abilities.
Right.
All right, from even from before we came,
Yeah.
Right.
even before we were birthed, even before our birth, He placed these things in us. The reason why we were birthed, because He already saw the end from the beginning, basically. All right, and if you have this vision, if you have this vision as the visionary, you're gonna, like you said, you can't put on the box of someone else.
Mhm.
But you're still gonna need choices.
Yeah.
You're still gonna need,
Definitely.
need, let's just say, graphic designer.
Yeah.
You're still gonna need. I mean, I'm not saying that either you are another graphic designer,
I can't-
right?
I can't-
But I'm just saying you're gonna need graphic
Yeah,
designer.
that's
You're gonna need persons to wear trade of course,
Of course,
because you know there's only two of you, so two of you can't be
Yeah.
No,
everywhere at once.
exactly.
You can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like the
We
more
learn
shapes
that, we
you,
learn
the more shapes you give out,
Yes, sir.
that's your reach. That's
Yeah,
your
right.
that's your marketing.
Awareness.
But at the end of the day, it still relies on
When you to bring it out.
Yeah,
Bring it up.
It's
Push it.
I can't remember who made the quote, but the quote said that if your dreams don't need nobody, you're dreaming too small.
Yeah,
Right.
if you could do everything.
everything yourself.
It's
Right.
small.
Right.
So that's why like the self-reliance is key. So it's
Right.
you understanding that I
Right.
can't do this.
Yeah. Especially
Let me find
some
the
things.
best person who
Right.
could do this to accomplish it instead of you trying to do it. Ain't just you trying to do everything. Because you understand that I gotta make the move to find this person.
Right.
Because
Right.
this their field.
Boom.
Right.
And stuff
Right.
like that.
And
So that's really what the focus on.
Exactly. So you also tell me you were explaining to me, and you want to tell the listening and viewing audience what exactly the name means.
So it's a created name, the Auvelim, like at first we was trying like a lot of different names that we couldn't agree on, and we was like, alright, we can take some time, think about it, concentrate on it, and then we gonna come back and come with something. So I go like my concentration phase I call meetings, like it's like meetings, like meditative meetings.
Right.
And I focus on the O, the AU. It
Right.
basically means like to activate yourself.
Right.
The yourself with the Y, the correct spelling, but I just put it like the Bahamian dialect, you type you are self.
right.
So that's what the activate yourself. And then
Right.
Val, he came up with it. So
Mhm.
when he was in his meetings,
when I went into my meetings, I came into it appeared to me. I didn't know, but it appeared to me as Val. And like when it came to me, I was just like, Val, like what is Val? You know, because we already had the AU, because we was just gonna go with the AU, say activate yourself, and we was gonna leave it
Right.
at that. But we feel like that wasn't enough.
Right.
So we say, we can take more time and try focus on it, because like we say, we want this to represent we want to represent more than just a brand, but
Right.
when people see it, wear it, that they motivate and encourage that they could and that they will get to their dreams once they continue, and that they never give up. Continue to bet on self and continue bet. In other words, let me not get off topic. But with the Val, so when it came to me, I just was like wondering what it was. So I do some research on what Val is, and what came up was a Greek god. Is their weapon that they use. It was a weapon Greek gods use. Yeah, it's a god of spells. It's the spell Val. So with the AU of activating yourself and Val, it's almost like coming together. So we started like that. So we had the all Val. So it's all Val.
Right.
So now we have all Val now. So now we saying it in our head, Auvelim, we talking to each other,
I'm trying to
Auvelim.
think of something more
Auvelim.
catchy.
We like
way.
it there but in now. So this when another additional days
Right.
where we had the figure out, okay, what else we can do. But it just came to me say it's our brand that we're giving out, right? Or
Right.
that we're pushing, trying to encourage and motivate. That's our main thing to do, encourage and motivate people to go after their dreams, that they capable to access their dreams, to get to their dreams.
Right.
So now we said, so I came and I said, babe, how about we just put I, right, Shaka, and from Mara.
Yeah.
And when we put it together in the spell,
Just sound
we got the
catchy.
Auvelim, and I was like, babe, I ain't like that sound like something
Sounds-
I like. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, very
So I was like,
creative.
yeah, that's it there.
Creative, I get it. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely get it. The all for what is it, you know?
Yes, sir.
Activate yourself, right?
Activate
Activate yourself. Vel, you say
Yeah.
vel is
It's
the
the
spare
spare.
from the
The spare, right.
Greek god, the Greek
Gotta
god,
go to war. You
right?
gotta
Gotta go to
go
war.
Yeah, you gotta get
I
to
am.
work. So,
I shot off in my brick.
Right.
Nice. Guess what? It's amazing. It's amazing how when you don't rush something, you really
Mhm.
really sit down, you meditate, you really get in a quiet space. It's amazing how, and guess what? You all don't even believe this. The same like how we said to the beginning of the conversation.
Mm.
That idea was already in you from the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
You believe that? From you
Yeah.
on, from you couldn't even say the first word. Those words, that phrase was already implanted in you.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been activated.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Wouldn't be
Yeah.
activated if you two weren't put together.
Yeah.
You see? Because you had a piece, he had a piece.
Yeah.
You understand? The I am.
Check in.
that's good.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is basically the end of 2019. Right, couple of weeks left. I want to ask you this. Then we're gonna go to something else that's gonna backtrack. But what actually are your plans for 2020 for this brand and this movement?
More exposure. Like, feel this right now, happening at the end of the year, set us up even better for
Right.
2020. More exposure, more graphics,
Yeah,
designs.
designs.
Like the self-reliance, like I actually have a friend who's a Bahamian,
Right,
in the
Same
States
as
now,
Andre.
so Andre Goldbrook, he,
Andre.
yeah, so he from Milwaukee, he does all the designs, so
Right.
that's like when I say like you find the right people for the job,
Right.
so yeah, he does a lot of the designs, so the exposure and awareness.
Let's see, for me, it would be the networking, right? Like the same thing, like finding our pets, people in our pets that say, that do their own thing already, that have their business. Like, instead of like going to, say, the main source, like you have
Right.
other people on with that's out there that they're doing their own thing.
Right.
Like we want, that's what we're looking for. People
Like-minded.
like-minded, that trying to grow their business. I help you, we help, that
Yeah.
get this networking going. That's where it always
Everyone go together.
exactly. So
Alright.
everyone is able to eat. Everyone is able to flourish. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
if you with me, he with me, I with you, we all is one, and we can move up as an alliance.
So do you mean partnerships, or do you mean like brand ambassadors?
I would be more of like I would say part of it would be partnership,
Yeah, like more relationship.
more relationship wise,
Right.
more relationship wise.
So like okay, like after you guys came say, you know what, Auvelim, or Vel, I am. When you guys came up with that, when you solidified, said that's it. Who was this brand for? Who was the movement for? Like when you think of a person, what type of person does Auvelim empower?
We all go through difficulties in life. But say for the ones that try and that they feel like they always trying but they never get to the point where they want to get at. So are people them that have dreams, but when they tell people dreams that they laugh at their dreams or say, hey, you can't make it. In other words, it's like you have these big dreams, you have these big ideas, but you always being put down.
Right.
So you close up and you let that dream die. And that's our whole thing why we say bet on self. You have to learn how to encourage yourself. You have to learn to motivate yourself because at the end of the day, you can't expect someone else to be there to motivate you all the time, to encourage you all the time.
Right.
You understand? And at the end of the day, all you need is God. God can make a way.
Right.
And here, like I said, He already gave you everything you need. It's in you. It's up to you to activate. It's up to you to make them choices to take that part and learn. Not to say learn life for yourself, but you have to walk with God and allow Him to teach you what life is.
Right.
And so it's for those that need that motivation or looks for that encouragement to tell them that you already have that. You already got that.
Right.
Don't you bet on self. And there's a other part of Auvelim because there's two sections that we have so far: bet on self and also EYP. And he can talk further on that.
Right. Go ahead.
Oh, so
what
it's,
is EYP about?
There's a E. I had on the shirt, but it didn't match the tennis, so I had to switch it up. But it's EYP, FYP. So it basically focusing on it's embrace your path and feel your power.
Right.
And what that does is it explains the cycle of a fire, like an actual fire. Like
Right.
if you watch a fire blaze from the flames into the smoke, and then the smoke expands and disappears. When you look closely into it, the smoke never really disappears. It just comes back and turns into oxygen.
Right.
A fire can't exist without oxygen. So with the EYP, they're focusing on like embracing who you are, like, from your family. It's like to bring the family together. Because now, if I was to tell you your great granddad was a king,
Right.
like you would operate completely different. Like if you was on the street or something, I just pull you aside and show you pictures or whatever of your great grandfather.
Right.
And to tell you like, but
show me that. Yeah. Right.
this who this is.
Right.
Like you would think like, okay, but I come from royalty.
Right.
So it's just observing the parts of the fire. So your mom could be the smoke, and the bigger the fire, the more smoke it produces. So the oxygen, like the fire that's already dispersed in the air, may
Right.
represent your family members that then and gone. So they still there.
Right.
Like every trait within you, like the things that you like, some skill that you like to do and you don't know where it come from.
Right.
It's basically like passed down through the generations.
Right.
Generational.
Yeah. So it's basically focusing on like the ancestry and coming right back to self, because it's you embracing where you are in life. Like
Right.
not lying to yourself saying, yeah, but I'm successful in this, when you really know like I
like
know
that.
what I need to be doing and stuff like that. So it's you
Right.
being honest within yourself,
Mm-hmm.
coming right back to self. That's really what it is, focusing more on like family, like the bringing people together to understand where they came from and use that power. So that's what I.
So like, what type of information, what type of resources are you planning on using to get this message to? Is this for more lineals, persons older than yourself? Who's this EYP, the EYP portion for?
I feel it more for like the myself and older, like especially like for men, like if you didn't grow up like with a dad or something like that. So like my granddaddy, like I grew up with both my parents, but my granddaddy, like growing up with a lot of uncles, everyone would call themselves Mop Boys because my daddy his nickname was Mop. So I just grew up not idolizing but looking up to my grandfather a lot. So
Right.
it helped me to say like, okay, I use that as like, people can't use that example, but how people would say something to hype themselves up.
Right.
I would call my grandfather's name or my dad's name.
Right.
It was like, if I do something good, I'd be like, it's Tony's son and no, like,
Right.
to show like this is where I get this skill
That's
from.
where you get it from.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's just like
Totally get it. I get it.
helping people find a way within their family to
Right.
say, where like to use the power and then
Recognizing themselves, their
yeah.
strengths,
Mhm.
their
And then
abilities.
it can help like the parents too, because they affect the cycle also. Like
Right.
if I mean, I feel like all it is focusing on which path you are in the fire cycle, because you still gonna have children later on, and you
Right,
don't
right.
want
Cycle.
is them learning from your mistakes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's the good and the bad, and you use the different
Yeah.
directions.
So let me ask a question right there, because you mentioned the fire
It's a
cycle.
whole lot.
All right, okay. Well, we automatically know is like you said, oxygen,
Mhm.
right? You said oxygen, right?
Yeah.
Then you said fire and smoke. That's what you said.
So they go on and on, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those was it three or was it more than that?
No, that's it, yeah.
Right?
So
Okay, so you have to
fire,
figure
smoke.
out. So you figure out if you're the oxygen, if you're the oxygen.
Yeah, the oxygen don't exist physically right now, because the oxygen represents your
That's
great
like
great
his-
grands.
That's like him saying with his granddaddy.
So yeah, so my granddaddy already passed. He
Right.
would right now
Yeah.
represents oxygen.
Oxygen, right?
Mhm.
And then fire will be
Me.
you,
Yeah. So my mom is a fire also within herself.
right?
But to me, she is my smoke. Because she
Right.
then before me. Because now she closer to becoming oxygen.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Deep. I mean,
Yeah, so
I understand.
There's a lot because
That's what I'm saying.
it tackles like a lot of different avenues and stuff.
And-
Right.
I might tell you like being honest where you are in life.
Right.
But
And that's
just focus on like the path of life.
And that's the whole thing for Auvelim. We want we want to get deeper. We want to get above the surface, like to really let people understand that it really is in you. The more you build yourself, the more you, for me, it's all about self-growth. Once you want self-growth, you always gonna be moving in life. You always gonna be moving in life. And I always tell people, I say, it don't matter, how big the steps is you take forward.
Mhm.
Once it's forward, that's progress. So you gotta keep going.
Right.
Got to.
All right. So like, how was this movement? How will this movement help persons who are going through or who are suffering from mental health issues?
I feel it's like a form of motivation in a way. Like we using like one of the things we did like on the website was the first thing you would see would be a picture of people, and then it would have clothing that shares your stories.
Right.
So it's showing that we've been through something similar that you're going through now, and
Right.
we can have other people share their stories. Like,
Right.
like, we may not go through, but they own can relate exactly to yours.
Mhm.
So it's like you seeing someone else do what you trying to do or been through what you're doing.
Right.
You can feel some type of way to know like, okay,
Get
on the right path.
Yeah. Totally, I understand. Like as you saying it, I'm like seeing the whole vision of it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, so I
it's
feel like people
right?
people can help it. Like that's why I said like the exposure and awareness. 'Cause if
Right.
he share his story,
Right.
like do videos,
Mhm.
and people understand where he coming from, and they can relate to him,
Right.
not him, and someone else share their story,
Right.
and they can relate
Right.
to him.
Right.
Yeah, that's where the exposure comes in.
Right. Because it's all about, like how you say, bad on self.
Mhm.
Because I've already been well. Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to build the movement so massive that
Mhm.
there's going to always be someone who is going to relate
To someone
to
else.
someone else,
Exactly.
to someone else,
Right.
and then the whole thing about it is going to be, or the mission statement or the tagline
Mhm.
will be bad on
That's
self,
on self.
Bad on self.
bad on self.
Focus on like self-love, self-reliance, self-awareness.
And
Right.
most important is self-growth. Most
Yeah,
important
yeah,
is
all that.
self-growth.
So it ain't just you keeping everyone out and you just being to yourself. It's no, you.
Realizing in yourself what you need to do
Yeah.
for self.
Right. All right. So, can you give our listening and our viewing audience? I just want each of you to do it. Give three nuggets, right, for persons in your age group, could be a little younger as well. Persons who actually wanna start their own business or their own brand. Can you each give three nuggets Three nuggets, three words of encouragement.
Words of encouragement or like the tips?
Tips, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say self-love, like focus on like how you talk to yourself.
Right.
Like, even if things ain't going bad,
Mm-hmm.
look at it in some way. Because if things going bad and you still surviving, that's some type of strength you have.
Right.
So self-love, YouTube and Google. Like so, even whatever you're trying to do, I saw YouTube and Google have someone else out there doing it. Even if they're doing it wrong, you can learn what not to do.
Right.
If you're doing it right, you can pick up on some stuff. And then enjoy the journey. It's mountains. That's
Right.
what I call life, like mountains.
Right.
When you up, you up. When you come down, all that is you climbing a different mountain.
Right.
Mountains.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
For me, I would say don't dream small. When they say that with your brand, is in other words, don't think, oh, I just need to do shirts.
Right.
Or no, think about doing hats too. Socks, shoes, belt, like do it all. Don't limit yourself. The only person who can limit you is yourself, so don't limit yourself, dream big.
Dream big.
The second, I'll say is have a plan. When they say have a plan, make sure you have a plan. In other words, have a plan that when you have your plan, just know that it ain't a go as planned. That
Right.
you know now. It ain't a go as planned. And that's because it wasn't supposed to. When I say it wasn't supposed to start at the end of the day, you make your choices, but God still has His hand in it. But at the end of the day, it always can come out. You always come out on top once you're riding with God. That's just how that's with me.
Mhm.
So for that, I would say you gotta stay encouraged and motivated. But first off, like I say, dream big.
Right.
Second, what was the second?
Plan.
Have a plan. Yes, have a plan. And know that it won't go as planned. But that's why when I say it won't go as planned, it's like you have your plan, this, that, and this. But something can happen. Something can happen. Then you know something's gonna happen.
Mhm.
But that's where your true self comes into play. That's where bet on self comes into play. Bet on self, that's feels like So once you know how to stay encouraged and stay motivated and don't give up. The main thing is why I say you're having your plan and your plan won't go, is to encourage you not to give up. Just sit back, reroute, and go after it again. You can hit it eventually. 2, you say 3, right?
Yeah.
3. Alright, for 3, also make sure you love what you're doing. Like business, everyone is going to business for money per se. Because
Right.
you need money. You want it. So you can't run from that. But don't go in it for the money, saying, man, I just doing this for the money. You gotta have substance and value when you giving, when you saying, you putting your name on something, and when you behind something, pushing it and supporting it,
Right.
you have to.
Right.
You have to.
We have Instagram and at Auvelim_AU. Name right there.
Can you spell it for me? AU.
AUVELIM_. That's Instagram.
We have a
Auvelim.
website, Auvelim.com.
Auvelim.com.
That's AUVELIM.com.
.com. Those who are watching this on YouTube, all of the information is going to be right to the bottom of the show notes. Also on the podcast, we're going to have all that information in the show notes as well. Listen, Maverick, I shut up. Listen, man. Listen, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you guys on the show on show today. It's an awesome movement. It's an awesome brand, and I pray nothing but success for you all from this point on into 2020, 2021, and you always keep the vision right in front of you. There's gonna be hurdles, like you said. It's gonna be different moments.
No.
Some days you're at the top, some days you're at the bottom.
It's true.
You know, but always keep the vision in front of you and your why. Always remember
Yeah.
why you started this. Remember why you started Auvelim. And as you encourage people to bet on self, you also bet on self as well.
Yes.
All right. This show helps the listeners and viewers to release excess baggage that's preventing them from soaring in business, marriage, purpose, as an entrepreneur, a creative, and on your job. And if you haven't heard these words before, know that it's your time to soar.